Yes, now everyone, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a little while since my last one, but I've been busy with some other things that I will talk about later in the video. To kick off the videos again, we're going to do a little updated account tour. Now, this was the first raid video I did, I think 5 months ago now, and it seemed to go well. A lot of positive comments from everybody, a lot of good advice from things I was asking for as well, so I figured what better way to sort of kick off the channel again. Not saying that long form videos are coming back in full form. I mean, let's just see what we can do. This isn't going to be a super in-depth one like the last one. It's going to be just a little update of where I am, where I'm in the dungeons, and just in general where my account is now. So let's just kick it off. If we move over to the Great Hall, you can see I've been doing some great progress to get all of this obviously just filled out. It takes a long time. The arena has just reset, by the way, so ignore where it says 7 wins. That's just today alone, all right? We're filling it out. There's golds. I've got accuracy completely done now. I don't know if resistance is the best thing to do next. It's just what I'm going to go for. I have got enough medallions, I think they're called, medals, either way, to start upgrading. But I tend to hold on to these until CVC, just for 3 points, right? I don't need the upgrades now. It's not going to make a huge difference if it's only ticked up by 1 or 2 at a time. So personally, I just sort of save them for CVC and then just get some free points. Area bonuses as well. I did a little bit in faction wars just to try and help myself get through, but the main spread of mine have started going into hydra. I can actually upgrade something, I think. I can, there we go. I won't do that in this video, but yeah, I'm just trying to focus on hydra. I want to try and get a consistent hydra team. That's that. Again, nothing special. A lot of these are just not filled out. Even did a bit in Doom Tower, apparently. I don't remember doing that, but it's what it is. Not much on them, just obviously as the account progressed, it's progressed. Next, I'm going to take you to Faction Guardians. Now, these are actually almost complete in terms of a rare and epic situation. Rares are completed across the board. They are completely filled in, and the only epics I'm waiting on to complete it are these two here. Lizardmen, I've got some that can be, so I'm not feeding jar egg into the other one until I can try and get a second, because God forbid I pull a fourth, great. And then Skinwalkers, I'm just getting nothing. Matt, I'm getting nothing for Skinwalkers. But then you look at, let's find Ogren. I've got a +3 Ugo, right? Like, I'm just not getting Skinwalker epics. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. And yeah, so we can start. There are some legendaries I've got dupes of as well. I got 2 UDKs, 2 Morgra Green, I want to call her. I don't remember what her name is, but that one. 2 Drexstar as well. I'm getting some dupes, not a lot, but equally, it's going to take a long time to fill up the legendaries, especially still being free to play. But, you know, we are now at the point where we can start empowering, which is massively helpful in all areas of the game. Shards, I'm looking scarce. I recently pulled all, I think I had near 200 shards. I pulled them all to go for a Teox in the last event that was on, because I really wanted a Teox. I had the shards. I figured, you know, why not? Didn't hit. I didn't hit a single legendary, which is just abysmal. But, you know, we're slowly building up. I haven't touched my void. I do an odd shard pull every now and then with voids. Not like the whole lot, just a couple. I hit nothing, but I did get a new void champion, which I will share in a second when I go through my roster. The primals I had 21 saved up for this 2x that happened. I got nothing, just a bunch of epics. I got absolutely no red. I still haven't pulled a mythical in over a year of playing, which really sucks, but it is what it is. And then Sacreds, I pulled that along with the Ancients to try and get Teox. Again, no hits. I'm due a legendary on both of these, so I might save it for a 1+1, but equally, I might do it in the fusion if I'm going for the fusion. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's that. Speaking of fusions, though, in the fusion tab, I can get Mikage now. In the last video, I said how I was close, but this is ready to go. Now, I'm teetering on whether I pull Mikage for a CVC for 3 points, or if I pull her during a champ chase. There is a CVC happening tomorrow, so I'm tempted to pull her. But equally, I don't know. I don't know. She's there. She's ready. I'm good to go. First mythical, and I've got a lot of books because I've been super unlucky with pulling mythicals, but incredibly lucky in the Hydra Clash chests. So for anyone wondering where I've actually been since my last upload, I've actually started streaming on TikTok, mainly playing Pokemon games at the moment, hence the recent uploads of Pokemon Fusions, which are currently blowing up my channel. Even though I'm not uploading longer videos as much, it does not mean I'm not still actively creating content. I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 7:30 p.m. to around 10 to 10:30 p.m. So if you're into Pokemon or other games, my TikTok link will be in the description below, along with my Discord. Come along and say hi, and tell me if this YouTube video is the reason why you're here. Fragment summons, I mean, it's the same deal. I don't pull them unless I need to. There's no point in me just wasting what is 3 points. Maud, I'm not getting lucky with Maud. I'm not really going for fusions that I'm not trying to get. I've got like the 75 fragments here because I will summon one of these guys. But other than that, you know, I've just been going through Doom Tower a lot. I mean, again, haven't even pulled him yet. I know he's good. I haven't pulled him yet. Yeah, going through Doom Tower, just completing everything. I got Dark Kale completed recently, and I'm now going for some of the bigger ones. I'm also trying to get Cronum, but I just keep forgetting about the other 2 accounts. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm 17 into Eurost, and I think Gwyneth, if that's how it's pronounced, is the next epic that I'm going for. I say going for like I'm choosing to. Going for is in that's what's in Doom Tower. But the big ones are these 3 here. So Siege battles, I'm with the clan I'm in and the rank we are in Siege. I believe I'm 2 Siege wins away because I get 10 fragments per win now. And we've been on a hot streak recently, to be fair. But I'm 2 Siege wins away from getting Lamassu. I'm slowly but surely grinding away to get Quintus. I'm getting closer. I've got a long slug away. I'm getting closer. And then Empress, it's just luck at this point. I've got an okay Chimera team. I believe I can do Brutal. I will double check that. I believe I can do Brutal, but I've got, you know, it's a good team. It can be optimized, especially when I get Mikage in. You know, I'm working on it. But 79 fragments is still pretty good. All right, I'm happy with that. And then, yeah, a lot of these, like, I could use the champions, don't get me wrong. But again, it's just 3 points in a fusion event. So I don't need to pull them now. It's just kind of a waste. I did allude to it earlier. So here's some of the resources that I've got. You can have a quick little look at some of the stuff I've got there. Brews, I have been rinsed recently. Absolutely rinsed. I'll explain why in a second, but I have been ruined in terms of the amount of brews I've got. It may look like I've got a lot, but I had easily triple this amount recently. But yeah, I blew them all for 2 specific events, and I'll explain that in a sec. Skills as well, like I said, I've got 11 mythical tomes. I have been unbelievably lucky with Clash, and I mean, some would say lucky, some would say unlucky, because I don't have a mythical yet. But I believe Mikage only needs 10 to do both forms. So I'm like, I could just blow through and get her done. Or I might upgrade her best form and then save the other for Empress, knowing that he is coming soon. Let me know in the comments, actually, what the best way to do that is. I've got 11 tomes. How should I spend them? And then the rest of these, again, I used them quite a lot. These 3, I'm losing my words. The rare, the epic, and the legendary. I blew through a massive amount to try and get something completed. Again, I'll explain that in a second. And then potions, same thing, absolutely rinsed, especially on the arcane ones. I need to farm these up, but I've got next to nothing. Just really what I would consider for my account low on resources, just because of how much I've spent. Now, earlier I mentioned how my resources have been absolutely rinsed recently because I went heavy on 2 different events. Those events were the 5-star souls for both Mikage and Lydia. Now, as you can see on the screen, I was successful. I won both of them back to back, which does mean I have 5-star souls for 2 busted ass champions. But yeah, it took a lot of books, a lot of energy, a lot of gems, a lot of everything. It took a lot of everything, but I managed to complete them. Mikage, like I said, I'm going to be fusing very, very soon. So to be able to just open up with a 5-star Mikage is massive, especially if I can get her in the 9-piece protection. And then Lydia, it's why I'm really focusing on her next. I think a 5-star Lydia will be massive for my account, especially when it comes to things like Chimera, because I know she is, according to Nub, she is the best Chimera champion in terms of trials. That explains it. That's why I have next to nothing left in terms of resources, and I do not regret a thing. I think both of them at 5-star truly beats any fusion that is coming up, considering, again, both of these are very broken champions. Okay, so missions, we're going well. We've got Arbiter done. We did that early. Ramantu, I think, is that his name? Yeah, Ramantu, it's a slow progress. Biggest thing for me is faction wars, specifically Orc. I am very behind on my Orc factions. I just don't have quality champions like the other factions, so it's a little harder for me. And because of that, I'm leaving it till not last, but it's lower on the priority. There are some where some factions, I'm like 1 or 2 champions away from being able to complete the walls and, you know, complete the faction. Orc is a bit of a difficult one for me, and it's definitely something that's pausing the amount I can do. You know, it is what it is. I'll get there eventually. Marius, on the other hand, I'm making good progress. Actually, I'm in the middle of trying to do Ice Golem. I'm trying to get a good team to complete Ice Golem hard. I've got a team that can do it. It's just not 100%. Which, when we go through my roster, if you guys can spot a champion that you think can 100% it, please let me know. I'll show you my teams in a second anyway. But yeah, really struggling on that one. Fire Knight, I believe I'll be okay. If it gets to Fire Knight, I think 4+ or maybe 5+, I'm going to struggle there. Both of these are end game things anyway. It's a slow grind. I'm working on it. I'm almost at the first stage on both of them. I'm quite proud of myself, to be honest. Speaking of, we'll do quick tour of faction more. So you can see I am 895 out of 900 on the part 20 of 21. I'm getting very close to Lydia. I've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, let me recount that. I have completed 10 factions in total. So all of these on the right, most of them on the left. I've completed Lizard, Knights, and Ogryn. So I'm getting really close. Like I said, Orc is really my downfall here. Undead, I will be able to complete very soon. I'm just waiting on 2 champs to level up. Honestly, I only need to do 1 of them. I want both done just because it'll help me in arena anyway. Dark Elves, at this point, the only reason I've not completed the factions is I just haven't upgraded the right champions at the time. A lot of the time, I took a step back from this to focus on other areas, so like a Hydra team, Chimera team, and the champions that I upgraded just didn't fall in these factions. Is what it is, not too fussed. I will get there eventually. Clan Boss, not much has changed here. I can still 1-key Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare. Rotations on Hydra dependent. I can complete Nightmare. I have completed Nightmare in the past. This specific rotation really got me. I couldn't do Brutal or Nightmare. Could be my builds. I have changed quite a few builds around. Either way, though, it's just I can do Nightmare. I have done Nightmare. I just don't do it consistently. If I've got a screenshot, I'll put one on screen now. That's weird timing. Ignore that. I'll put a screenshot on screen now of my Nightmare Hydra run, just so you can see it. Do alright in Clash. You know, in terms of my progression, I'm working on a better Hydra team. I know once I pull some champions like Mikage, and eventually when I get Lydia, it'll be a lot better. And then Chimera, I believe it's a brutal team I'm up to. Yeah, Clash points. So this is my Chimera team currently. Shu Zhen is in there because she's the only block active skill champion I've got built. And I kind of need that for, I believe it's the Ram form, maybe the Viper form. I'm not clued up, but the one where you can block active skills. If I don't land it, my team dies. I'm looking when I get Mikage, putting it in for Shu Zhen, potentially even Glycad, and then really like ramping in for Ninja's damage. I need to work on Ninja's build as well, to be honest. But comfortably, without fail, I 1-key Brutal. It is just the rest of them. So Nightmare, 84. If I'm only hitting Brutal for, 46, there's no chance in hell I'm hitting Nightmare for anything, right? So I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. It's just going to take time. Doom Tower, I am very, very happy with. This rotation marked the very first time I ever completed Dark Fae. Not because I struggled with Dark Fae, because I struggled, where is he? This guy. I am only just in a position where I can defeat Bommel. I've tried many times in every rotation he's been in, but recently I pulled this beauty who, if anybody knows her, I might do a video on her as well. She can solo Bommel. That was my plan. That was my team. I don't know if I'll be in this bit. That's the team. Essentially, you go in, you get to the 3rd wave, everybody dies but her, and technically Wukong. She solos Bommel. I managed to do it. That got me past Bommel, and then up, taking out Dark Fae. This now marks that my account can destroy hard rotation of Doom Tower all the time. Doesn't matter the rotation, I'm good, which just means so many rewards. I'm so excited. Dungeons. I'm just gonna speedrun it. Iron Twins, I can level 15 on all of the rotations. Easy, done. I'm going to bring out a video on the team that I use soon. All the keeps done. Minnow done. Ice Golem, I'm up to hard 9. There we go. So I haven't got a 10 team yet. So when I go through my roster, if you can spot any teams, let me know. I'm up to hard 9. Spider, I've got a very good hard 10 team, completes it in average 50 seconds, on a good run 45 seconds. I will do a specific breakdown on that team because it's very good and it only takes one dedicated champion to do it. I'll explain that all in the video. Dragon hard 10, I've already released a team preview on this one. I can do it. Fire Knight, I'm up to Fire Knight 5. I don't think I've pushed higher in this, I won't lie. So I might try and take it to 10 from what I've seen on videos. I don't know if I'll be able to. Maybe when I get Mikage, because then I'll have 2 ally attack champions. But essentially what I've got here, and let me know if there's better things I should consider. Farrakhan the Fat does his ally attack to try and take his shield down. Thor is there specifically for waves, and then Glaykid, Creodon, and Neldor, they all freeze. Glaykid obviously gives a hell of a lot of buffs, and he's in a protection set. Try and freeze with them 3. Farrakhan for shield because of ally attack, Thor for waves. My other thing I'm thinking of doing is removing Thor, putting in Mikage and having the double. I feel like once I can get the double ally attack with the 3s from these 3, I should be able to keep his shield down. I don't know just yet, right? We'll figure it out. Sand Devil, I'm up to 15. I have recently pulled a champion which should help me take that a lot higher. We have just not built her yet. We'll get to that. And then Phantom Shogun, I'm down to 23. These 2 dungeons, I don't understand a lot of the mechanics and what's needed behind it, so I just haven't really bothered. Like, my Phantom Shogun team is just a brute force team. That's genuinely it, just a brute force team. So we'll figure it out, right? I'm not too fussed about it. And then the big one is my roster. Not much has changed in terms of big old champions that I've pulled. I'll show you all in a second. My highlights, I'm going to say. 1 is Shuzen. I pulled a 5-star soul for her, which was huge. And I've been working really hard on trying to get her build done. I have seen somewhere she works really well in supersonic gear, which is what I've tried to do in terms of getting as much speed as I can on all of her stuff. Overall, she's sitting at 334 speed. I'm personally quite proud of that. She loses a lot because she's not 6-star, but 334 in a mixture of protection, supersonic, bit of pinpoint as well. Essentially, it's the best speed gear on my account. The other build I'm super proud of because I actually managed to do it is Glaykid. I have managed to get him in a protection set running at decent speed, 234. It's not the fastest in the world. I managed to do it. I'm actually quite proud I got the gear good enough to do it. And you can see a lot of this isn't even awakened, right? The only reason he's not in a 9-piece, and unless it's changed, yep, I do not have a protection banner at all. There we go. Yeah, these 3. I don't have one. Not even equipped, I don't believe. No. So I physically can't get him in a 9-piece. And the big final bit, the roster. So my built champions are looking good. The biggest win recently was Sify. I managed to pull her, I think it was just a random 2x on legendaries. I pulled 1 shard and I managed to get Sify. And I was quite proud of it, to be fair. But, you can see the rest of the roster. I've been focusing more, like I did in the first video, on champions that unlock certain things. So Lady Annabelle unlocked Bommel. Venomage unlocked a solid, and you see she's not even built properly. Venomage unlocked a specific build for the Nether Spider. Creodon was for Fire Knight, obviously, so on and so forth. I'm getting there. Now my focus is Faction Wars. I'm just trying to build champions to help me complete it. So Sify was one of the champions to help me complete Undead. And then the main, obviously, issue that I've currently got is Orcs. Let me load up Orc. I've got these 5 that I'm running. It's just now leveling them up. That's the only issue. Like, I know they're good, or at least some of them are good champions. I just need to level them. That's the only problem I've got. I feel like if I can get at least most of them to 60, and then the others in maybe like a stone skin build or something, should be fine. But that is what it is. But yeah, that was my account tour. That's the welcome back. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate the love and support, especially on the fusion videos that I've been doing recently. It's massively skyrocketed my channel. To the disclaimer that would have been earlier in the video, if you guys wanted to come and watch me live stream on TikTok, the link to my account is in the description below. Come on, head over, follow. I won't lie, the content on my TikTok is the exact same as YouTube Shorts, but you'll have access to watch me live stream if you want to get to know me a bit better. We have a Discord server as well, also link in the description. Join the community, come say hello. Do not bombard me with requests for the fusions though. It won't be the best place to do it. I am trying my best to get them done, I promise. But big love to everybody that's watching. Thank you all for the continued support on the videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.